I don't know how I feel about having notes for this thing, but okay. So just a quick report. Kane gathers Houston and Travis. Right, those were the four guys we had maintenance, just planned rest for those guys. In practice, late in practice, Funchess had some cramps. Jabal had some soreness, some swelling in his knee. So we're evaluating that. That's why he wasn't practicing today. And then Teray, later in practice, had a little bit of a shoulder. So day two, hey, it was a good day. We just felt like it was a little bit longer, 20 minutes longer than yesterday. Felt like the execution was better. Was excited about that. We really feel like we're practicing at a good tempo. What we talked about today, as a team was, it's good to be good for 3 or 4 plays in a row and have flawless execution. But then we can't have a lapse. We can't have one guy have a lapse. So really what we're fighting for as a team is that sustained concentration. And training camp is a great place to train for that. Put our guys in adverse conditions, right? Put them up in the hardest of conditions and sustain focus for play after play, a 12-play drive on defense, on offense, sustain focus on special teams. Training camp's where we got to learn the habits of getting that done. And I thought today was a good step.
What did you see from Andrew today in the 7-on-7?
It was great. I mean, Andrew yesterday, didn't do 7-on-7. Today he did. He was good. He completed every pass. We had one coverage sack, if you will, in 7-on-7, if you can say that. But other than that, he was 9 for 9. He looked sharp. His drops looked good. Everything on schedule was encouraged.
And Frank, when you look at this offense and the number of players, the options you have in this offense, how fun is that to look at and say, okay, you know what? Depth of receiver, depth at running back, depth at tight end, opportunities that you guys.
I cannot even tell you how important that is, how excited that makes us. And the reason is we really like to spread the ball around. We got a quarterback who likes to spread the ball around, but and then we got premier players, right? In Ty, Ebron, Jack. We got a bunch of premier players. But we talk about this all the time. We are an unselfish group. We are an unselfish team. We like to celebrate our teammates' success. We want everybody involved. When we're game planning and when we're scripting, when Nick and I are going through that stuff, we're trying to change it up. We love to get Ty the ball, but we want to spread it around. We want to spread the way. There's enough to go around. And the reason that works is because our best players are the most unselfish players. Andrew, Ebron, Ty, Jack, those guys are all really unselfish, and that just feeds the energy of the group, and that's a great thing we have going.
So you don't have to worry about trying to put an emphasis on the, hey, just because you don't get 13, 14 touchdowns in a season, it's okay because that means the ball's being.
We're all about group success, and we know. The good thing is these guys have played enough ball to know that, especially when you're a receiver, tight end, a skill guy, sometimes it just comes your way. You can't dictate the coverages they're going to play. You can't dictate whether Ty can't or Ebron can't dictate whether they're going to get doubled or not. So you still got to be unselfish. Do your job, and then you're going to get yours. It's going to come. If it doesn't come this week, it'll come soon.
What's your early take on the wideout competition?
It's a hard group. This is going to be a tough group to make cuts on. That's all I know. We have a lot of confidence. I listen to the quarterbacks. I'm in most of the quarterback meetings, and I hear the confidence. All I got to do is sit in that room and listen to the confidence that the quarterbacks have in our receivers to give me a good indication of where we're at.
What have you seen from Campbell off season and now?
It was good. He looked good again today. He shows good footwork, good skills, good wide receiver skills. We've never thought when Chris and his staff and us and our staff, the coaching staff, looked and evaluated Paris, we never saw just a gadget slot hybrid receiver guy. We saw a guy who could develop into a legit wide receiver, inside, outside, has the skills, the footwork to run all the routes, and it's just going to be a process. And he's, it's only been 2 days, but we're seeing the skill set that we were hoping we would see.
So you won't focus him as a slot guy early. You're going to expose him to everything?
No, normally what we do with young guys is we try to focus on one position early and then gradually spread that out.
After seeing Andrew today, what will tell you the next step is there?
Him. Just talking to him. And, we have some other objective evaluations that our trainers are doing with them on testing things, but ultimately it's going to come down to his decision when he wants to take that next step.
Frank, your assessment of what you've seen, the past days of your defense, give me your take on that.
I just see I see the same way we're talking about unselfishness on offense. I see guys committed to the scheme, guys committed to hustling, you know, and it's playing fast out here. And the same thing up front. We got a lot of talent up front. We got speed. We got speed at linebacker, at secondary. So just encouraged. You know, we only have. It's only 2 installs, so we don't have a whole lot in right now, but they're executing what we have in at a very high level.
Frank, when you look at your roster, and I know you don't have a depth chart yet necessarily, but when you look at the starting spots, potential starting spots, it doesn't look like there's a lot of those that are uncertain right now. Normally, maybe that's a bad sign, but I mean, it seems like you have a lot of, you kept the team intact, right? What's your read on that, just, you know, in terms of from a competitive standpoint?
You know, I think it's a positive read. Yeah, we got all 5 starting offensive linebackers. What can you say about that? You love that, okay? You know, we got T.Y., Ebron, Jack. Defense. Look at everybody. You know, everybody back. So, but that doesn't mean that there's not competition. You know, that those don't have to be, an either-or situation. This is the NFL. You got to earn it every day. There's new players coming in. Sometimes it's not just about starting. It's about play time, how much play time you're going to get. So we have a lot of role players, and guys that are young and competing are really competing for play time. You know, even if it's not, even if they don't break the starting lineup, the first step is compete for play time. It just raises everybody's level, and then get in there and go from there.
What does Howard Love's arrival do for Quentin Nelson?
Excuse me?
How does Howard help out Quentin, and what do you left?
You know, I think, I haven't talked to Quentin about this, but here's my general take is Quentin, because of the kind of player he is and the kind of year that he had, you just look at Howard and he can have this highest level of respect and understanding of everything that Howard has accomplished. As a player, and I think Quentin really respects what Howard has done as a player. My guess is Quentin knows a little bit about what Howard did as a player, all decade, whatever. And so that's a big deal. That's a big deal to a player like Quentin. And then everything he's done as a coach, I just think he can be that secondary voice of, experienced voice that Quentin can talk to every now and then and can help him get better. So.
Frank, when you've got a left tackle, offensive coach and a former quarterback, when you've got a left tackle like Costanzo, does it let you sleep easier at night?
So much easier. I can't even explain it. I mean, not that he's going to be 100% in pass protection, but he's pretty close. I mean, he's pretty close. And last year, when we chip and when we help, we'll help him occasionally, but I don't ever feel like I have to. Whenever we chip and help Costanzo, it's just bonus, just to give him a break, so he doesn't have to do it for 40 plays a game, and just to give him a little bit of a breather. But he's a top-level tackle, and I just think he's playing at a high level. Physically, he's in great shape. Mentally, he's at a great spot.
And he's facing the other team's best guy.
Always.
Every game.
Every game, and and you just have to have that kind of mentality that you can dominate the best. And right now, I think he has that kind of confidence. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.